Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. It is actually very good to be back because I've been at work for a long time, for several months now, like probably 3 months or 2 months plus. And even though I've been away for a long time, I've been trying to always, put in one or two videos while I was away. But in all the same, I thank God I have finally come to the end of that particular contract that I was doing. So I am back home at the end of the day, and it's so good to be with all of you once again. So, with that being said, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me on today's topic. I welcome all the newcomers because I see you guys. I want you all to relax, make yourself feel at home because we are one happy big family. I'm sure you will enjoy this. So, thank you so much for joining me. In today, I'm going to talk about self mastery. Self mastery. If you want to know what I mean by that, I mean knowing yourself fully, in all honesty, discovering who you truly are and mastering yourself, mastering who you are. That is the topic I'm going to treat today because I have noticed that so many people, even though we claim that we know ourselves, still do not know themselves, and majority doesn't even have the time to master themselves or to try to discover who they truly are. That's why you see sometimes people keep taking a lot of nonsense that they are not supposed to take because you don't know your worth, you don't know your value. That's why some people keep taking every nonsense that passes their way, which is not supposed to be so. So, like you guys know, that I love to jot down all my teachings before I proceed to teach them. I already have a whole lot of them mapped out here, and we are going to be picking them one after another and be treating it. So, self mastery number one, fall in love with yourself. That is our number one topic for today, self mastery. Fall in love with yourself. What do we mean by this? Daily, we keep falling in and out of love with people we don't even know, people coming into our life and living our lives all the time. We'll keep on falling in and out of love with them. But in this case, we're talking about falling in love with yourself. What do I mean by that? You have to learn how to fall in love with yourself. Falling in love with yourself involves a whole lot of things. It involves you appreciating yourself. It involves you appreciating how God made you. It involves you acknowledging yourself, discovering yourself, believing in yourself, loving and liking yourself, pampering yourself, appreciating who you are. These are all about falling in love with yourself, which all of us will learn how to do. Because remember, in this life, how you keep yourself is how another will treat you. If you keep yourself in such a way that people can trample upon you, then you have people trampling upon you. But if you keep yourself in such a way that you need people to respect you because you are respecting yourself, that is how everybody will perceive you, and that is how they will treat you, by respecting you back. So how do you achieve this? When you love yourself so much and appreciate however you look, irrespective of your size. You can be skinny, you can be fat, you can be short, you can be tall, however you look, but you are appreciative of that your stature, appreciative of that yourself. You love yourself so much so that you refuse to allow insecurity to knock on your door. You are always good about yourself. You feel good. You know that music that said, I feel good. Ah, nah, 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 nah. Something like that. You are always good. You feel good about yourself. You don't let any negative minded person come into your life to destroy your happiness. You don't even allow them to cross your boundaries because you trust yourself, because you are enough. For those of you who think they are not enough, you are enough. So begin today to fall in love with yourself. That's number one. Then number two of this self mastery is find purpose in self mastery. Find purpose in self mastery. Yes, you need to find purpose in mastering yourself, because when you discover who you are, discover your purpose of even coming into this world, you will begin to love yourself the more. As you are on that journey of self-mastery, that is when you discover, because you are mastering yourself, that is when you discover your purpose. Many people doesn't know their purpose, and that's why they keep floating here and there. They are being pushed like straw. People keep treating them badly or treating them however they feel they deem fit. It's wrong. Okay, number 2 is find purpose in self-mastery, because by mastering yourself you discover your purpose in life. So let's go to number 3. Number 3 is don't be desperate and needy for relationship. Do not be desperate and needy for relationships. Many people are desperate for relationships, be it a relationship of boyfriend and girlfriend, be it relationship of a circle like a, colleagues, or just a group of people. Many people are desperate. Many people believe that it is better for them to form an alliance with people before they can feel they are big girls and big guys, or before they can feel they're worth it, or before they believe that they're enough. People are desperate. Some people, actually not everyone. So in this particular number 3, we are saying that you shouldn't be desperate and needy for any relationship. Listen, if you're that type that has always been on your own, people doesn't approach you to be in their circle, or people doesn't care. If you want them to begin to treat you like a person you believe you are, you matter, you are enough, it's by respecting yourself and not being desperate and not being needy. Talk more of people that are into relationship like partners. Some women will tell you they can't stay alone without a man, and because of that they'll become needy. So needy that they are ready to take every nonsense from every man. They are ready to take any negative things from any man just because they cannot stay on their own. One thing about staying on your own when no one comes your way is going to help you to discover yourself. It's going to help you to discover your purpose in life. It's going to help you to master yourself and build yourself. You build yourself, you build your self-esteem, you build your skills. When you have all these attributes in life, people will start pursuing you. People will be desperate to have you in their midst. People will be needing you, not you needing them the other way around. So it's best we'll stop being needy. Many people are needy. There are some people in friendships, in groups, maybe they have issues and dissolve the group. You see them, they don't even know what it means to stand on their own anymore. They believe that for them to be recognized in the society, you must belong to a group. You must belong to a circle before you can be recognized. Who said that? But you never know that when you're on your own and master yourself, you'll be noticed more than when you're in a group, because some group swallows you up. More especially when you're in a group, you're not contributing anything, and they start belittling you. From there, they're going to swallow you up and you will not be noticed. But when you stand alone, it doesn't mean people should be standing alone. When you have people that want you, genuine people anyway, not just any people, then you can be acquainted with anyone. But don't be desperate. Don't be the one pursuing them, because there's something about standing alone. When you stand alone, you are power on your own. People will be wondering, what gave you that strength to stand alone? Why is it that he or she is not shaking? Why is it that he or she believes in themselves? That's one thing about standing alone. Standing alone has a lot of guts for you to do that. But if you can achieve it, you see people coming back to you. You see people wanting you in their circle. You see people needing you most, not you needing them. So we shouldn't be desperate and so needy to form a relationship, to have a partner. That you're a woman, you're on your own, you're not going to die. That a man is not in your life will not take away anything from you. I would rather say, why wait for a man? Why looking for a man? Build yourself. Because one thing about jumping and being needy, you're going to jump to that person that is not desiring of you. That person that God doesn't want you to be with, because you are the one that jumped. You are the one that went to that person. You are the one that got that person. So in the end, do not expect that respect you want, because you will not see that respect. Even if they claim they are respecting you, you will find out along the way that your feelings are being hurt because you were the one being so needy, trying to let them know that you cannot do without them. But when you're on your own, single or just on your own. Use that time to develop yourself, use that time to develop your skills, use that time to master yourself, because we all need responsible men in our lives. But when you are not responsible, how do you attract that which you want for yourself? First of all, whatever it is you want for yourself in a man, be that thing first. Then you see yourself attracting it on your without going to anyone. All of them will be falling at your beck and call. They'll be falling at your feet because you are transforming your life for good. You want a man that will respect you. For you to be able to achieve that, first of all, build yourself to that man that you want in your life. When you rush them and go to them, you will rather attract a clown in the body of a king, a clown that will come out to tell you, after all, I don't need you. You have been the one disturbing my life. How would you feel when such a thing is said to you as a woman? How would you feel? So I would rather say, stay and develop yourself. The same thing applies to a man. Develop yourself. Some men will be telling you, I want a responsible, hardworking woman in my life. Are you one? Are you responsible? Are you hardworking? What are you doing with your time? What are you doing with yourself? As a man, you want a responsible and hardworking woman. First of all, be responsible. First of all, be hardworking. First of all, have this self-mastery. Develop yourself. Develop your skill. Learn who you are. Build yourself. When you build yourself, you will get that woman which you are looking for. Because there are some women out there who doesn't want clown, because they've already mastered themselves. So they're also looking for their king. And you're also looking for your queen. So first of all, what I'm saying applies to both parties, male and female. Build yourself first and have the things you are looking for get to you without you doing much to it. But definitely as a man, you have to be the one to reach out to that woman. But be rest assured that by the time you have built yourself, you will notice that wherever you are going, you'll be seeing that circle of women you wish to have in your life, because you have built yourself and you know your worth. What I mean by when you know this worth, there are some places you will not be going. There are some certain people you will not be mingling with, because you've built yourself, because you've mastered yourself. But when you haven't done this thing, you'll be mixing up with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and that is when you meet those clowns. But when you have built yourself, then you now know what the path you are supposed to tread upon. Then you now know the things you are supposed to do. As you are trading upon that path, the kind of women you want for your life are the only women you will keep seeing, because anyone who built themselves, mastered themselves, they tread on the same path, because they don't want insult. In case you want me to break it down, for example, if you have built yourself and you are responsible enough, would you be going where there are den of robbers, hooligans, kidnappers, killers? Would you be going places like this? The answer is no, because now you know better. Now you know you need to be responsible. You don't need to be going where people doesn't understand life. You don't need to be going where maybe people wants to be wasting their lives. No, you'll be going and only be attracted to places where people are trying to build themselves in a good way, mastering themselves and living a responsible life, because they don't want to mess up their lives. That's what I mean by going where you are supposed to go, because you have done better to treat yourself good, and by so doing, that is where you will find that person you are looking for. As a man, you approach your lady. As a lady, you sit and allow them approach you. So that is what I mean by do not be desperate and needy for a relationship. First of all, build yourself. That's number 3. So let us go to number 4. Be aware of yourself. That is number 4. Be aware of yourself. People should begin to be aware of themselves, so that you don't get loose in the midst of discussion, in a gathering, wherever you are. Be aware of yourself. Be aware of the things you like and the things you don't like. For example, as a lady, when you're aware of yourself, you don't allow any man to tap you on your bum. to keep hitting on your bum bum. There are people like that. There are some ladies you see, men will be tapping their bum bum and they will be laughing. What's funny in it? It's an insult, my dear. It's an insult. He's degrading you. He's degrading you because number one, he's not your husband. Why would he be tapping your bum bum? Why? They tap your bum and you are laughing. What's funny? If you laugh, another will tap it. If you laugh again, another might even touch where they're not supposed to touch because it amuses you like as if there's something good about it. There is nothing good in it. Rather, they are degrading you. It's an insult. But when you're aware of yourself and the things, your do's and don'ts, there are things you don't tolerate. There are things you don't allow to cross your boundaries because you're already aware of yourself and the things you like, the things you don't like. Like, what I mean is your do's and don'ts. You don't allow anything to cross your path. You don't allow anybody to tap on your bum in the name of being friends with you. Or you don't allow people to talk anyhow at you in the name of being friends. You should know when someone is insulting you, and before you know it, they will tell you they are joking. They're not joking. Besides, out of every joke comes out the truth. They're not joking, but when you're aware of yourself and the things you tolerate and the things you cannot tolerate or you don't want to tolerate, people, you set your boundaries because you know you. Set your boundaries in a polite manner. Of course, you'll be nice to them. It doesn't mean you're aggressive or it doesn't mean you have to be aggressive. No. When you set your boundaries and that person touches your bum again or maybe talks so badly at you, like talk you down, trying to, destroy your character, you tell them straight to their face they shouldn't repeat that again. You tell them everything must have consequences, that if they repeat that again, there will be consequence for that. And when you mean that there will be consequences for anything they do badly or negatively to you, make sure you keep to that, because when you set all those things without achieving it, people will take you for granted. So when they talk bad at you or do all those rubbish to you, warn them. Tell them to their face, this is not acceptable to me. You don't do that next time, because if you do, I will walk away from you. And when you say that and they do it away, actually walk away from them. Mean what you said. Because when you don't set boundaries for people, people will not learn. I mean, how you want people to treat you is how you have to keep yourself first. If you love yourself so much, and if you're aware of yourself so much, you should be able to stand up for yourself, because no one will for you. No one will stand up for you. You have to stand up for yourself. How do you do that? Be aware of yourself first. Then, of course, there will be limits to the things you can take in life. That's number 4. So let's go to number 5. And number 5 is control yourself. That is, learn to be calm in the midst of chaos. Control yourself. That's number 5, if I'm not mistaken. Control yourself. Learn how to be calm in the midst of chaos. Many people can push each other. Sometimes people want to see the bad side of you. They want to see how mad you can be. They want to see how bitter you can be. Yes, they might hurt you. It will hurt. Sometimes if it's like in a crowd outside and you already know the caliber of person you are, you already know who you are, and they try to push you. Number 1, you don't have to stay there for them to push you, because when you notice that it's about to escalate, you excuse yourself and leave that place. Or you don't need to excuse yourself. When someone is about to insult you and is about to escalate, you walk away from them. Number 1, do not even allow it to happen. Then secondly, assuming it's happened unknowingly to you and you want to react in a rage, calm down. Just calm down and walk away from that scene. When you walk away from that scene, you will definitely cool off. Sometimes it could be a family member that will want to push you. A family member might want to push you. A friend might want to push you. A relation might want to push you. They want to know what's in your heart. They want to know what you have to say to them, knowing fully well that they're hurting you. If you want to defeat them many times, keep calm. But not keep calm and remain dead, because no one wants to hear the bad things. Because when you hear bad things about you, like people cursing and calling you names, it actually hurts us deeply. No one wants to hear that. Everybody wants to hear positive news. So when they start that pushing you, yelling at you, trying to make you to talk, the highest you can do for yourself is to be calm and walk away from that sin. Assuming it's on the phone, they started yelling at you, calling you names, please cut that line. You have no apology, you have no excuses. Cut that line, hang up on them, because your heart doesn't want to hear those painful words. When you hear them, it's painful, it hurts badly. So hang up. Anyone who curses you online, you don't need permission before you hang up on them. For the fact that they have gone that road of cursing, they deserve what they are getting from you by hanging up the phone on them. They deserve it. Talk more of when you're in their midst and such a thing starts. Get up and walk away. Be calm. Do not say anything. You will defeat them. And again, you will have them confused because they don't know your next step. No one will know your next move. They will be confused and you will defeat them in that manner. Whatever thing that transpires in the end is up to you. But definitely learn how to calm yourself in a rage, so that no one will hold you accountable to that which you've already said. Because some words you have said out, you can't take back those words again. When they're out, they're out. You can't take it back again. And many times it might be a relationship that you are hoping to resolve in future. It could be your sibling. Both of you are having issues, and in a rage, you decided to open your mouth and say, open your mouth to say so many atrocity things. Knowing fully well that it's a sibling stuff, you might at the end come back together. So what happens when you guys come back together? Those words that have already been said cannot be taken in again, and it hurts. Whenever you think about those words, it hurts so badly that you will change. Even that person will notice that you have changed because of those words in the past. So that is why it's not good to react like that in a rage and start blabbing it up, screaming on top of your voice, saying the things you know you will regret in the end. So instead of you coming out to regret the things you've already said when you know that you will still come around in future, the best is to be calm. The best is to be calm. Walk away from that sin or hang up that phone and save yourself the stress, because no one knows future. I said if it's like friendship, you might decide not to cross each other's paths forever till the end of time. But when it comes to blood, the same blood relations, siblings, you never can tell. You will still come around, or you might still come around. So tread with caution. Tread with caution. That's number 5. That's what I mean is be aware. What I mean in number 5 is control yourself and learn to be calm in the midst of chaos. So that's number 5. Let's go to number 6 quickly. Number 6 is know yourself, and number 7 is know your value. I'm treating these two together because they are the same. Number 6 is know yourself, and number 7, know your value. I've already treated it in the beginning, or they're all almost the same thing. Knowing yourself and knowing your value goes hand in hand. Number 1, you know who you are. Like I said, your do's and don'ts, the things you are not willing to accept and the ones you can tolerate. Then the 7 of it is know your value. When you know yourself, you already know your value. First of all, you know yourself. This is about self-mastery here. First of all, you know yourself. Then after knowing yourself, then you know your value. We all have value. We all have value in life. Some are higher than each other. Some are higher than others. Value, for example, you walk into a mall, you want to buy something. Then maybe you see a product, for example, you see a t-shirt and you want to buy the t-shirt. Then you saw a t-shirt placed at $5. Then you see another t-shirt placed at, for example, $25. What's the meaning of this? So let's break it down in Naira. You went into a mall to buy a t-shirt, then you saw a t-shirt that placed at 2,000 Naira and a t-shirt that placed at 5,000 Naira. They are not the same. The one placed at 5,000 naira, it is considered that the value of that one is higher than the one placed at 2,000 naira. That's what it means. Then there are some people that will walk into that mall. Some will pick up the 2,000 naira one, some will pick up the 5,000 naira one. But the sellers, people selling it, will never sell the 5,000 at 2,000 and will never sell the 2,000 at 5,000 naira. They consider the two as the one of 5,000 naira. The value of that one is higher than the one of 2,000 naira. Then people can now choose the one they want to buy. The same applies to human beings. Know your value. When you place yourself up there, that is where you remain. That is the kind of people you will meet. That is the kind of places you continue to go. That is the kind of life you will be living, even if you don't have the money. But you've already placed yourself that high that your value is up there. Then the universe, when you believe so much in yourself, you've mastered yourself, universe will continue to send those high standard people into your life because you are already living that life. Now here's the thing, I'm not talking about fake life here. I'm not talking about faking it until you make it. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I am talking about you knowing yourself, knowing your value, even when you don't have the cash, but you already know your value, you know yourself, you place yourself that place you want people to respect you, that you place yourself where you want them to have to respect you. That which you want for yourself, you start it. Placing yourself in the sense, I don't mean you should go to 5-star hotel and lodge when you don't have the money to lodge there. They'll bundle you out. What I mean by placing yourself up there is self-respect. Self-respect. You start respecting yourself. When you respect yourself, because you know your value, people will begin to take notice. People will begin to respect you because they know your worth. You've already known your worth. Then you are making them to see that worth, irrespective of not having the cash. You might put on a bedroom slipper, but you see people pointing at you and saying something like, "You see that girl? She's always looking clean. She doesn't have much. She's always clean. Even she doesn't have shoes, but she wears a very clean and neat bedroom slippers." Even at that, your bedroom slippers, a high-class man might say hello to you, not because of your bedroom slippers, but because he or she might have been watching you for a long time, but you never know. But you've already placed yourself where you want to be and how you want people to see you. Instead of coming out to insult you because you have a clean bedroom slippers on, you don't have shoe, instead of insulting you on that, they respect you. They respect you. And when you want to go out, that clothes you have, keep it clean. That shoe you have, keep it clean. Don't go out and appear dirty before people. They will treat you how they see you. That's what I mean by it doesn't have to be designer clothes. That which you have, make sure you wash it, iron it, clean it very well. Look neat. That shoe you have, you mustn't have thousands and millions of shoes. Even if it's 2 shoes, pick up one, clean it very well, wear it, and appear where you are going neat and smart. Place yourself that place where you want to be and attract that caliber of people you want into your life by respecting yourself and live right. Live right. Not when anybody sees you on the road as a lady, you are puffing cigarettes and walking up and down on the road with some guys that are sagging their trousers, and you expect something of a billionaire to look at you and say, "Oh yeah, I love this girl, I'm interested in her." No, you might be pretty, but for the fact that person has seen you smoking along the road with some guys sagging their trousers and walking and shouting on top of their voices, the highest they will say, "What a pretty girl wasting her life." Or what a handsome guy wasting his life. You might consider yourself not wasting your life, but that picture does not tell good about you. So that's what I mean by that place you want to be for people to start valuing you. First of all, you need to know yourself, discover yourself, then know your value by respecting yourself so that you'll be able to attract that which you want into your life. So we just retest 6 and 7 together. So let's talk about number 8. Allow them to go without destroying you. Okay, What we're treating now is actually long. I have it up to 21, but I think I'm gonna stop at number 8 and continue with this same topic when next I come back. So let's go on to number 8, which is allow them to go without destroying you. There are some people that will come into your life. They're not into your life to make you or to build you or to stand together with you so that you two can build each other. They're actually in your life to destroy you. There are people like that. I have to break it down again. It comes more especially where little ones are like students, youth. There are some friends that are there to destroy you. You can see some friends in school. Maybe you don't smoke, you enter the school, you don't know how to smoke, you have never smoked before, or you simply do not smoke. Then some friends will come into your life to begin to call you a Jew guy, to begin to degrade you, that you don't know anything, that you're a nobody. They start teaching you how to smoke. Maybe they tell you when you know how to smoke, you can attract any lady you want because it makes people feel like big guys. It is not true. They are destroying you. They are destroying you. Smoking doesn't make anybody a big boy. Smoking doesn't make anyone a big girl. Learn how to stand on your own to say no. Have that self-respect. If they are the types that know that smokes and you are not the type that smokes, don't use because of what they are telling you to begin to smoke like them, because it is not in you to smoke and you don't want to smoke. But peer pressure is actually real. Some people are not strong-willed. Some are easily influenced. Maybe they start using their words to talk to you, saying hurtful things, lying to you, deception, and you believe them. You join them in that smoking, you begin to destroy your life. Maybe they are the type that wants to tell you you can get any lady you want without their consent because you are a big guy. Then you follow them because you allowed yourself to be influenced and start misbehaving even to the extent of raping women. You will land yourself in trouble and you will eventually regret it. So do not allow anybody to destroy you, irrespective of who that person is. There are some ladies here. A man will be coming into your life to befriend you as your boyfriend, but they want you to be behaving in an illicit way in order to please them. If you do that, you are destroying you. And for your information, he is destroying you. And in the end, he will dump you. He will not be there with you for anything. He won't even marry you. There are some men that has used a lot of ladies to do a lot of nasty things. And in the end, they left them for another whom they feel gathered her life together and is living in an upright manner. See, let me tell you guys, all these men you see that tell you smoke as a lady, I love a lady that smokes, I love a lady that drinks hot, I love a lady that does this, do this for me, do this for me. In the end, they're not going to marry you. You see them telling you, I love a lady that twerk for me, baby, and you are doing it. When it's time to get married, watch who they will marry. They will go to that lady they feel that is responsible enough, that have self-respect for herself. That is the lady they will marry. You'll be wondering what happened, what went wrong. You can report to whomever you want to report. They will not marry you. So anybody that comes into your life, I want you to change yourself from that which you are not to that which they want, is destroying you. They don't have any love in their heart for you. They don't care about you. They are there to destroy you. They are like people being sent by devil to destroy you, and that is simply what it is. Do not please anyone and displease yourself. No one wants you pleasing them and displeasing yourself. You come first in life. You first. You number one before anything else. So if that man is in your life telling you to do all sorts of rubbish in order to be acceptable to him, tell him he's not the man you are looking for. Tell him he is not that which you want for yourself. Just walk away. If they tell you that, you already know. Sometimes you don't even need to tell them. If you want to tell them, go ahead and tell them. But the thing is, respect and love yourself enough to walk away from them. leave them. And when you walk away for good. Block that line. Do not allow them to trespass in your life again. They are not worth you, and they are not worth it. They're not worth you crying over. They are not worth you destroying your life for. Who are they? Are they your God? They are not your God. That's what I mean by how you want people to treat you is how you will appear before them. Assuming they did not know who you are before, but they begin to misbehave where you are. Then tell them by showing them, this is how I want you to treat me. But you have to be the one to do it first by respecting and loving yourself enough to walk away. Walk away and do not entertain their nonsense again. When you walk away, that's it. Cut them off. They can choose to discuss about you in gossip, but at least they will know that you are not that type of girl any man can mess up with, or you are not that type of person anyone can trample over. You are not and will never be. So you have to master yourself first before all these things will start happening into your life, because in life we'll meet people every day. We'll meet different characters and we'll continue to meet different characters. But the truth is, how do you want people to see you? How do you want people to perceive you? How do you want people to treat you? That way you want people to treat you, if it's in a positive way, do it first. If it's in a negative way, it's still in your hands. But of course, we all want people to respect us. We all want people to acknowledge us. We all want people to trust us enough to know that we are not irresponsible. But you have to start it first, because they don't have to know. The one that will state it by your character and the way you appear to them, and the things you can tolerate and the things you cannot tolerate. When you do it, you have them watch you. Anyone that decides to stay in that relationship with you will now understand and will begin to respect you and will respect your boundaries. But those ones who feel offended will walk away. And when they do, you heard me saying it here, let them go. Let them go. Let them go. They are not meant to be in your circle. They belong to somewhere else, and you belong to a different place. So I hope you guys understand what I just treated now. This is all about self-mastery. Master yourself and stop all this negativity happening around you. There are things you can tolerate. There are things you cannot tolerate. And it is not worth it if you find yourself crying every now and then of heartbreaks because of how people are treating you. If you don't want them to treat you like that, start it by respecting yourself and loving yourself enough to stop all those nonsense from trespassing into your life. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this topic for today. Like I said, it's still much that I wrote down here, but I'm not going to treat everything. I ended up at number 8, and until next time I'm going to bring another video. We are going to continue from where it stopped. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you know you do, please make sure you give me a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to my channel, because I promise to be bringing you people interesting topic whenever I upload another new video. So I enjoy you guys, and I'm saying again, thank you so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you. But for now, I have to leave us. Until that, next time I'm going to bring it up again. So for now, have a nice day.